So welcome to this yoga class. Come into a comfortable position, either on the floor or in your chair, for a brief centering. Let's begin with just letting the eyes close and focusing on our breath, breathing into all of who we are. We're nourishing our body in this class. We're going to wake up the joints, bring some fresh energy to our system. So close your eyes and enjoy your breath. Breathing deeply, sitting up tall, and relaxing the limbs, feeling the spine lengthening. And just beginning to focus on your heart and see if you have an intention for your practice today. What would you like to receive from this class? Let's begin with some easy warm-ups for the neck and shoulders. And so turning the head left and right to release the neck, looking to the left, looking to the right, feeling any soreness or tightness in the neck and releasing it with your breath. You may even notice sensation in other parts of your body. And then drop the chin to the chest and feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. And lift and lower the chin. Feeling the chest, the back of the neck, the breath. And then keeping the chin tucked into the chest, just roll your head gently from left to right. Notice how that feels. You might even hear a little crunching in the neck as the vertebrae and the soft tissue move against each other. And then bring the head back to center. And you may do the following exercises on the floor or in your chair. Let's take the shoulders up to the ears. So as you inhale, lift your shoulders right up towards your ears. As you exhale, let out a big sigh and drop the shoulders down. Ha! So lift and lower. Continue on your own for a few breaths. Lifting and lowering. You can even do this standing if it feels right. So keep listening to your body. Good. Let's make some shoulder rolls. Roll your shoulders in one direction a few times. And then reverse the direction of the circle. So your shoulders are moving in the opposite direction now. Remember to stay with your breath. And notice how the movements that you're doing with your neck and shoulders also impact the lower part of your body. So everything is connected. We know that. Okay, very, very good. Let's try this. Let's open the arms out to the side and bring the arms up overhead. We're going to take a nice big stretch with the left side of the body and then the right side. So we'll stretch the left side and the right side. Fingertips reaching up. Big breath and feel whatever you're feeling. Breathing, feeling, and stretching. And we'll do a little side stretch now, taking the right arm and reaching it over to the other side, opening up the side of the body. Come back to center. The other arm reaches up, and then we'll lean over to the opposite side. So let's alternate a few times, stretching one side and then the other. Leaning over very gently, breathing. And let's do it one more time on the other side. Come back to center. Feel the effects of those stretches. Now let's come into a standing position so that we can get a beautiful lengthening in the spine, and we can also work with balance. And we're also going to work with opening all of the joints. So let's come into a standing position with the hands on the hips and start with some easy rolling of the hips. So we're making some easy circles, opening up the pelvis. Feel the feet on the floor. Nice, easy pelvic circles, becoming aware of what you're feeling. And whenever you're ready, reverse the direction of the circle. So we have a nice, easy rotation in the opposite direction. And now that we're in a standing position, just go ahead and roll your shoulders back and roll your shoulders forward. Good. Let's try a little side stretch now that we're in a standing position. Taking the left arm up, reaching overhead and leaning to the right side. Feel the breath. Coming back to center with the arm, lengthening the spine, lifting the other arm and leaning over to the other side. Nice side stretch, opening up the side of the body. Good. And then bring the arms right out in front, interlace fingers, and make some easy either circles or infinity signs with your interlaced fingers. So we're opening up the wrists, our fingers are interlaced, making the figure 8, noticing the joints in the fingers and in the wrists opening up. Good. Bring the hands to the back of the body, lower part of the body, holding on to the lower part of the body. Do a gentle back bend. Lean back, supporting your lower back with your fingers, and come back to a straight spine. Let's do this 3 times. Lean back, lengthen the spine, just feel the body back bending, and come back to center. Straight spine. Number 2, lean back, support the lower back, back to center. One more time, lean back. And come back to center and take a nice big breath. Now, shake out your left arm. Just go ahead and shake it out. Maybe a little tension came up, maybe not. Ah, good. Shake out the right arm. Ah, and then shake out both arms. Ah, very, very, very good. Let's do a little forward bend. Let's do a ragdoll position. Feet are in a comfortable position, maybe a little wider than hip width apart. Keep breathing. Relax the shoulders, bend the knees slightly, and let your torso come forward and let your arms hang down like empty coat sleeves. Just like a Raggedy Ann doll, coming into a very easy forward bend and letting your arms sway a little bit from left to right. So the torso leans over the left leg and then leans over the right leg. Letting the arms completely relax in the shoulder joint. So we have a nice easy forward bend here. Swaying gently and breathing. Now with the arms hanging down, bend and straighten your knees. So you're going to bend and straighten the knees. Exactly, just like that. Now when you bend the knees, you'll feel your hands coming a little lower down. And when you straighten the legs, you'll feel a stretch in the backs of the legs. So as you're bending and straightening, make your hands hold on to your elbows. And let the weight of the head and the elbows draw you down towards the floor. Nice easy breath. And bend the knees quite a bit. Press down into the feet and come up into a standing position. And let your arms come to the side of the body. Take a moment to feel the effects of that. So we will lift the left foot off the floor and we will bring the knee up and bring it down. Then we'll stand on the left foot and we'll lift the right knee up and down. So we're just going to bend one knee and then the other, just like you're marching. And you're going to feel your balance. You'll feel the balance and you'll notice sensation as you lift each knee alternately. Good. Very, very good. And step the feet wide. And then step the feet together. And come up and down onto the balls of the feet and back onto the heels. Just coming up and down and feeling the balance and feeling the strength in the feet. I'm going to tilt my camera so that you can see what my feet are doing next. So bring your weight onto your right foot and lift your left foot off the floor. Point the toe forward and bring it back next to the standing foot. Then lift the foot and place the heel forward and come back and turn the foot laterally, placing it in front at an angle and bring it back, and then take that foot and bring it medially, turning the toes out and bring the foot back. We're going to do that on the other side, standing on the left foot, breathing, and then taking the right toes and place them forward, like you're pointing your toe in front of you. Then you bring the foot back next to the standing foot. Then we'll get ready to move the heel forward. So you're just lifting the toes up and pressing the heel forward onto the floor. And we come back to center. And we'll do a lateral move where we step forward with that foot at an angle, toes facing to the side and back to center. And then take it into a medial with the toes coming out, facing out to the side wall, and come back to center. Very good. Shake out one leg. Good. Shake out the other leg. Do this a few times so that you can feel yourself moving from one foot to the other. Standing on one foot, shaking, and standing on the other foot and shaking the opposite foot. Very good. Let's try something else. Stand on your right foot. leg up and pull the knee into the chest. So we're just going to pull that knee in and we're going to ground the standing foot. We'll make a circle with the ankle and the foot where the knee is pulled into the belly. Grounding with the standing foot and circling in both directions. Circling that ankle. Good. That foot comes down. Take a breath. Standing foot balances. We lift the other knee up, grabbing a hold of the knee or the thigh, grounding with the earth in the standing foot, and making a circle with the knee that's bent. You're moving the foot, knee comes up as high as it can, grounding the standing foot, and circling. Very good. Now let's come down to the floor. Take your time. We're going to come into a comfortable seated position. Place the soles of the feet to touch. And we'll butterfly. We're going to flutter the knees. We're going to lengthen the spine, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to press the knees down towards the floor as much as we can, and we'll do a little forward bend here. So sitting up tall, holding on to the ankles, lifting the crown of the head. Begin to hinge forward from the hips. What do you feel in this position? Where do you feel a stretch, a little pulling? Place the elbows on your thighs and don't go any further than feels comfortable. So we're lengthening the back of the body and we're going to turn the head from left to right just to release the neck. Excellent. Now we're going to come up by lifting the crown of the head up to the sky. And we're going to stretch both legs out in front. So bring your hands behind your back and get very comfortable. We're going to flex and point the toes. So the toes of the left foot will come up towards your face, and the toes of the right foot will go down towards the floor. And then we'll switch. So we're flexing and pointing alternately. We're going to open the toes when we do this and give them a nice stretch. Flexing and pointing. Now we're going to windshield wiper the feet. So you can relax the belly, relax the shoulders. Let the breath flow into the ankles as we flex. And we flex the feet and we windshield wiper the feet from side to side. It feels really good. We'll make some circles with the feet, both feet circling. Good. We're going to open up the hips a little bit. This is a really good movement that I've learned from Dr. Jeff Migdow. We're going to flex the feet and press the right heel forward and then the left heel. Now you will feel the backs of the legs. You'll also feel the hips beginning to move a little bit left and right. Can you feel that? Pressing one heel forward, you'll notice that the other heel actually goes back. And then alternating side to side. Very, very good. Excellent. Let's come onto our back and hug the knees into the chest. Make some circles with your feet. We're going to hold on to the knees and we're going to rock from left to right to massage the back. So we rock from left to right. We roll from side to side. And we just explore and feel. And then let your knees open wide, as if you have a big beach ball between your knees. Give yourself a nurturing massage for the whole back of the body. Good. Place the right foot on the floor, lift the left leg up, flex and point the toes. Flexing and pointing the toes, pulling that leg towards your face, stretching out the backs of the legs. Chin is tucked into the chest, neck is long, and we're breathing. And place that foot right back down on the floor. Lift the other leg up to the sky. You're going to feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Hold on to the thigh and flex and point. Relax and breathe. Feel how everything is warming up and opening up and stretching. Flexing and pointing that foot. Now we're going to bring both legs up and we're going to bring our hands right under our hips with the palms touching our floor. So we're supporting our lower back, we're tilting a little bit up, and we are going to open the legs very wide, like a big stretch. And we'll scissor the legs, bringing one leg in front of the other and opening and closing the legs. Opening and closing, feeling the breath. As you open and close, you can move the feet in circles if you like. Take a moment to just take any stretches that feel good here. So you might even like to bring both legs to one side and then to the other, like a metronome. Can you feel that movement? You can hold on to the knees now and make some circles with your knees. You can have the knees going in opposite directions for this one. Yep, let the knees go in opposite directions. And then move them towards each other. Bringing them together and then opening them apart like a big wide fan. Beautiful. Let's pull the left knee into the chest for the wind relieving posture. Closing your eyes and completely stretching out. Nice, beautiful breath. And then make a circle with that knee. That knee makes a lovely little circle, bringing synovial fluid to your hip flexor. Circle in the opposite direction. Feel that hip flexor and hip joint opening up. Stretch that leg out on the floor. Pull the other knee into your chest. And give it a nice big squeeze. Everything is sinking into the floor. And then begin to make a circle with that knee. So that femur is juicing up. It's right there in the hip socket. It's a ball in a socket and it's rolling around, getting lots of lubrication. Keep breathing and then opposite direction. Good. Both knees into the chest. Bring the head towards the knees, coming into a little ball. And bring both feet right down onto the floor in preparation for some bridges. We're going to bring the feet parallel to each other and the arms are at the side of your body. And we press the pelvis up and down. Can you feel that nice, easy pelvic tilt? The pelvis comes up and then the buttocks comes down, lifting and lowering. Simply notice sensation. We're bridging up and bridging down with no effort at all, no struggle at all. We're going to hold the bridge just for a couple of breaths, lifting the buttocks up, coming up into a bridge, arms at the side of the body. Lower the buttocks down and hug the knees into the chest to release the lower back. Holding on to the knees with the knees slightly apart, roll the torso around. So your knees are moving around in a circle. You're massaging your lower back. We're not really moving the torso, we're just moving the knees. Good. We're going to rock up into a little ball. Come into a little ball, rock up into a seated position, and stretch the legs out to the side. Feel the inner thighs and the inside of the legs getting stretched. And flex and point the toes. Come into a forward bend, holding on to the ankles or the calves or the shins. Come back to center with a straight spine. Come forward one more time. And back to center. Come down onto your back for one last stretch and then relaxation. If you have time for relaxation, take your right foot and place it on the left knee and pull that knee down towards the floor. So we come into a knee down twist. Both shoulders are on the mat. We pull the knee down with one hand, feeling the whole side of the body opening up. Turn your head left and right to release your neck. And rolling back to center. Take a breath. Belly expands and exhale. Ha. One more breath. And we'll place the right foot on the left knee and roll to the left hip. Extend the left arm out to the side. Both shoulders on the mat. Left knee comes down towards the floor. And expanding the side of the body with the breath. Roll back onto your spine. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a moment to thank your body for such a beautiful way that your body was able to move. And our class is over. Let's stretch the legs out and have a little bit of relaxation. And you can stay in relaxation as long as you like. Take a breath. Begin to relax your arms, your legs, your buttocks, your lower back, your chest. Feeling the breath and let go completely. Follow the breath for as long as you have time for. taking a little time to integrate everything that we did. Namaste, and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.